Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is Monday, December 15th. We are looking ahead to our four-game slate for DraftKings today. Fanduel has five, but DK has four. As normal, if you guys enjoy the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it, and it does go a long ways. And also hit that subscribe button as well. Still, about 50% of you guys are not subscribed, so if you guys could help us out, help yourself out, hit that subscribe button for more NBA, Fanduel, DraftKings, and PrizePicks lineup advice videos. Premium, the last 3 days for DK has been pretty dang good. 3 days ago, we had a 345.75, I think. And then this one here was on Sunday. Scored a 283.75. One of our subs won $20. And then this was yesterday. One of our subs played a little light, but still 275 and a 306 for our premium. So, DraftKings, yeah, pretty good yesterday and like I said the last couple days if you want to get in on DraftKings or FanDuel Premium. Our Twitter will be in the comment section below. All you have to do is hit that link right there, take you right to our Twitter, which should look just like that. Follow us, message us, we'll get you guys all set up. If you do not have Twitter, no worries, we can get you guys set up on our email, and that will be down there in the comment section below as well. All right, so like I said, we have the four-gamer today. DK decided not to add the Clipper game, which I don't know why not. It's only an hour later. I get if it's 8, but anyway, we're going to get into it. 229.5 and a 1.5 spread here by the by Celtics here in this one, taking on the Detroit Pistons. So, not too many injuries to really look at. The main one's Peyton Pritchard. If he doesn't play here, it's going to be a good spot. Potentially good spot for guys like Anthony Simons here. Detroit, the one spot that they do struggle is kind of that point guard, shooting guard position, especially a 3-point area is, where they could, struggle a little bit here. But 3.4 given up to shooting guards, 2.9 to point guards. So this is kind of, as I said on FanDuel, it's kind of a Clarkson situation from a couple days ago. Either Simon's going to pop off or he's going to suck. And we saw that last with Clarkson. So if Pritchard plays, I don't have too much interest. Derek White comes into play for sure. Brown's going to be in play no matter what. And the other one that I wanted to look at here was Kada. Like I said, 53.5 field goal percentage given up and 12.5 rebounds given up for Detroit. So Kada could be worth a look in GPP. He is kind of priced right where he should be on DK, but he could have a little bit of GPP upside, especially if Peyton Pritchard is out. So don't mind that. On the Detroit side, I really don't have much. Boston's a pretty good defense. If Pritchard is out, I think that gives a little bit more to Cade Cunningham. Um, I mean, Ivy's only 3,600, but the thing with him, he's not really playing big minutes. He has been hitting fancy points the last couple, and Boston does struggle a little bit against the 3-point area as well. So, I mean, like I said, maybe look at Ivy, but doesn't really play enough minutes for me. Tobias Harris could be worth a mention since they struggle a little bit against power forwards. Boston does, but he just hasn't been great either. But he is pretty dang cheap, so. Cade Cunningham, really, and that's really it in Boston side. I'm looking at Kada, GPPs, Brown, Derek White as your main guys, and Simons as well. All right, moving on to Toronto and Miami. We have one of the higher ones on the docket here. We have a 235.5 and 5.5 spread for the Miami Heat. Let's go look at the Toronto Raptors defense real quick. And as you can see, they're kind of the middle of the road defense. They do struggle against shooting guards, 3.3 3-pointers given up per game, and also 5.5 assists and 1.8 steals. Kind of same thing with the point guards as well. So, yeah, I mean, the main guy you could definitely look at here is going to be like Tyler Hero. I think you can look at him. Really don't mind looking at Tyler. Only at 7,400. I mean, I know he hasn't been the greatest recently, but I think this could be a smash spot for him. It's a high total against Toronto. Shooting guard position, really don't mind looking at Powell either here. Not too bad of a spot, but he is kind of priced where he should be. Not as high on him with Tyler Hero here, but both of them should be in pretty good spots. Jaquez not too high on him at 6K coming off the bench at the power forward position. Wiggins, not really into him. Bam could be an okay spot, but the main guy I'm really looking at is probably Tyler Hero, maybe a little bit of Powell coming off the bench. Powell as my second play. For the Toronto side, really don't mind looking at Jacob Poeltl. I think he could be in a decent spot here. As you see here, center 57.7 field goal percentage, 16.5 rebounds, and also 1.9 blocks given up. as well. So Jacob Poeltl, 5,600. I don't think a lot of people are going to have him here tonight. Kind of mentioned it on Fanduel as well. I know he hasn't been playing big minutes, but he's been getting close to double-double. So, and you get that bonus over here on DK. So Poeltl definitely in play. I don't mind looking at Ingram. Quickly, Miami does struggle against him. I was saying that same thing over there on FanDuel. He's in an all right spot, but I think he's priced exactly where he's going to score. So I could see him getting that 40-point upside in this fast-paced game. So guys I would consider from Toronto is quickly Jacob Poeltl and Ingram as my main guys that I would look at there. All right, Dallas and Utah here in this one. We have a 240 and a 1.5, so they're expecting this one to be a pretty high-scoring game. The only one that we really got to worry about here is obviously Anthony Davis. If he does play, I really, really like him. Utah struggles massively against the center position, and that's where AD would play. So he's got to be one of your top plays if he plays. The only thing is we don't know if he's going to. Apparently he has a face issue. I don't know. I mean, that sounds like something that you should be able to play through, but it is Anthony Davis, so keep that one in mind. But if he plays, absolute smash spot. If he doesn't play, that opens up for Marshall. Washington still is in play, even if Davis does play in this one. Really don't mind Cooper Flag, especially only at 7,200. Utah once again really struggles against that area. We'll go check it out for you guys. I know he's a shooting guard, point guard, whatever you want to call him, but they struggle really bad against that area. I mean, they give up 4 3-pointers, 3.9 to point guards, ton of assists. So it's a good spot for the guards for Dallas here. Brandon Williams, a lot more respectable over here on DK at 4,200. I don't mind giving him a shot at all over here. A lot more reasonable than on FanDuel. So Williams at 42, going to be one of my GPP plays. Flag in a good spot. Christie, all right option, but I would rather go to Williams. A little bit lower owned. I don't think anyone's going to have Williams. But Williams, I like him more if Anthony Davis is out, just kind of like all these Dallas guys. Klay Thompson could maybe go get you 22, 23 fantasy points. He has done that in the past, and it's a fast-paced game. No one's going to have him here. So don't mind maybe looking at a little bit of Klay. So keep an eye on Anthony Davis for sure. Moving on to this Utah side. Like I said, it's a 240. Kind of saying the same thing on FanDuel. If you're playing GPPs, it's a 240 total and it's only a 1.5 spread, you have to play Utah. You have to, even if they're not in the greatest spots. So guys like Keontae George, you got to put it in there. Your GPPs, team him up with like Marketing and Flipowski. Flipowski is going to be a little bit more popular. Nurk is out tonight, so Flipowski is going to be your main power forward center out there. And definitely not too bad of a spot. Not afraid of the Dallas defense inside. Another guy I want to mention is Taylor Hendricks. All right, Nurk's going to be out in this one. He didn't play on the 12th, but I could see Taylor Hendricks playing here. They really don't have any bigs. And he had, like I said, had 31 fantasy points against OKC of all teams. I know that was a blowout, but I could see him playing a little bit here. I don't know how much Kevin Love's been playing. Let me see. Kevin Love had 20. Yeah, he had 20 points, 8 rebounds. Another guy to really consider. I don't think he's going to get you that, but if he gets you 22, 23, I definitely don't mind looking at a little bit of Kevin Love here against Dallas. So keep an eye on this game. From the Utah side, in cash games, it's going to be Kyle Flipowski. In GPPs, it's going to be Marketing, George, Love, and Taylor Hendricks. And then on the Dallas side, my main guys I'm looking at is Flag, Davis, Washington, and Brandon Williams for Dallas, as I mentioned. So Houston and Denver, our last one of the day. Sorry, it keeps messing up. I think it was like, a 234, 237, around there. But anyway, it should be one of the higher, better games of the slate. On the Houston side, I do like looking at Emin Thompson, a little bit cheaper on FanDuel, but 8,500 still worth a look. Could get you that triple-double upside. Just missed out on it last time out, but really don't mind looking at Thompson. Alfred Sengun, 9,300. I think this could be a half-decent spot for him, but last time he did face Denver, he struggled. Only had, I think, 28 or 29 fantasy points, so keep that one in mind. Besides that, I really don't have a lot from this Houston team. I think Eamon Thompson's really the main one I'm looking at here. Move on to the Denver side. As normal, you got to be looking at Nikola Jokic. Let's go look at the Houston defense. Really not too bad, but the one spot they really struggle is that center position. 57.8 field goal percentage, 11.1 rebounds given up per game. And last time out, I think he had, 65 or 67 fantasy points, Nikola Jokic, against Houston. So I think he's got to be your spin up. I know he's expensive, but Nikola's got a pop here, especially being at home. But besides that, I really don't have anyone else from that Denver side. So let's kind of go build a slight lineup and see what we got for you guys. Like I said, if you're doing cash games, you got to be looking at Derek White if Peyton Pritchard's out. You got Quickly there at 7,000. So like I said, we'll put him in there. I think, like I said, he's not in a bad spot. He's either going to get you 33 or 40. So we'll see how it goes, but not too bad of a cash game play. Tyler Hero looking good at 74, Flag at 72. Prices are a little different over here. As I mentioned, you got Hendricks at 33. I really think he's in a half decent spot. I don't know how many people are going to play him tonight. So that might be more of a tournament play, but I mean, if you don't want to go that way, then you, like I said, you got Kevin Love, and he's a little bit safer than Hendricks because Love actually plays every day. Hendricks is, he's still probably going to play, but I just know Love is going to be a little bit safer. But I know Hendricks has quite a bit more upside. All right, we're at the small forward position. Like I said, Brown's looking good. These guys are a little expensive. Wow. Wow. Terrible. I guess PJ. We'll go Kyle Filipowski here at the guard position. How much we got? We got 6,000 here. Simons, as I mentioned, at 42. I think everyone's gonna probably have him. I just like Williams. I think he's a ownership leverage for sure. But that gives you 7,800. That gives you options to go get some of these bigger guys if you want to. And like Eamon Thompson, Jokic. Jokic is going to be. I'll have to change it up a little bit. Get Jokic in there, but definitely going to be one of the main priorities in cash games for sure. So once again, that's mostly it for DraftKings. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. Also hit that subscribe button for more NBA, Fanduel, DraftKings, and Price Picks lineup advice. Also, and I think that's mostly it. Like I said, it was pretty good last night for a premium. DK last 3 days been 3 out of 3. If you guys want to come join us for DraftKings, our Twitter will be down there in the comment section below. Click that link. We'll get you guys all set up. And also, we have our email. If you guys do not have Twitter, we'll have that down there for you guys. Just copy that, message us. We'll get you guys all set up. $6 day pass and a $30 monthly pass. So, yeah, why not come join us? Like I said, it's less than a cup of coffee per day. So, all right, once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys here in the next one.